I go catch my flight to Orlando. It's just a dream. Right now, 77.
Put in the repetitions every day.
Get a fit chick.
I'm here sitting at the pool with my Airbnb. Everything God gives you can be taken away in just an instant. Your time's taken up and your money's taken up as well.
Back on the plane, man. This is Osama bin Laden documentary. Made it back from Florida, man. Good morning. It's the top of the morning right now. What time is it? It's 4 a.m. I go catch my flight to Orlando. But to have me a cool couple days over in Florida, get some work done at the same time. Maybe see some friends as well. But anyways, this flight is extremely early. I just had to get up. You're supposed to wake up at a certain time in the middle of the night and you don't set an alarm. And then out of nowhere, you just wake up out of the slumps of your slumber at the exact time that you're supposed to be awake. Well, that's literally exactly what happened to me right now. But enjoy this trip and get this movie on and grow the business and keep being great and do what we need to do to get to where we want to be. The goal is freedom. Never forget the goal. It's freedom. Just time travel, teleported to Orlando, man. Get a fit chick. Absolutely hot as fuck outside. On Orlando, let's see what we got for the week. Right now, 77. Every day, absolutely insane. The lows are 75, 72. So, glad to have some good days. Stay in the sun a little bit, catch some sun, get some work done. That's my main objective, and get some talking heads too. So, give you guys some content and give everyone else some content as well. Not gonna lie, just some fine shits at the airport. Every time I go to an airport, you probably see like the dream of the woman of your life, and then you just never see her again. That's just how it is, especially on the international flights. You will always be seeing the baddies, and they just dip. Never seen again. Thought in your mind never comes back. It's just a dream. Holy lips, bro. Jeez. We've seen some interesting ass characters at the airport. Remix. I remember last time I was at this airport, it was in the era where I was recording like these talking head videos for my Instagram. Some of you that have been there long enough know what I'm talking about. And I was basically trying to blow up on Instagram, recording these cringy talking head videos. But I was also talking about some important topics, kind of like what I do on my YouTube videos, except it didn't work, it didn't get any views, and it was on Instagram. So that's what I did last year, and now we see progression. So you see, when you put in the work every day, and you put in repetitions, whether you make really good videos or bad videos or cringy videos, at the end of the day, you make some type of progress and you get better at your craft. And because me, putting on those reps in the beginning, not getting any views on Instagram, that's what brought me to this point where I have my YouTube channel. I have 15,000, almost 15,000 subs now. When they're watching this video, I'm probably gonna be at 15,000. Yeah. Put in the repetitions every day. Shit does not come overnight, especially my Airbnb business doesn't come overnight. Anyways, here in Florida, about to enjoy the time. I'm gonna show you guys the Airbnb when I check in. It's kind of weird being on the other side of the pedestal, which I'm booking the Airbnb instead of getting booked. Anyways, we're gonna see if we're gonna have a good experience. If not, we're gonna give a host a bad review, which I despise the most out of everything in the business, getting these fucking bad reviews. But anyways, let's hope they host a good stay. And hope we have a productive day. About to go get some food right now. Replenish and refuel for the day. If you're not fueling your body correctly, you're not gonna have a good day. I'm here sitting at the pool with my Airbnb. Honestly, I haven't recorded much of the trip. I'm majority hanging out with family, enjoying my time a little bit, but also dealing with problems in the business. Just because I'm on vacation right now doesn't mean I'm not working, doesn't mean I'm not dealing with problems in the business. But the best part is, with the Airbnb business, with my info side of business, with all of this, everything has to be dealt with, everything has to be managed for things to actually work efficiently. Without me, this is something I've realized, I've been really micromanaging everyone inside of the business. And this has been a problem for me because they should be managing themselves. I'm at the point where things have been, moving for a couple months now, and especially with my Airbnb side of business for about 3 years now. The problem is finding people that are gonna put in the work, regardless of how they feel on a day-to-day basis. I know I do what it needs to get done regardless of how I feel based on, day to day. But the problem is, it's my business, so I have to produce.
And this is a conversation I was also having with another business owner yesterday. He's in a whole different business, but he was talking about him having to micromanage all his employees and how it's getting annoying, especially because he has all the SOPs in place. Just like my business too, I have all the SOPs in place, but that doesn't necessarily mean everyone's gonna follow it T by T. This is why I tell you guys, like, for the Airbnb business, yes, it's automated, but you know, there's certain things that are automated and certain things you still have to micromanage as well. It's not like you're gonna be completely out of business, but you can enjoy your time. Like right now, I'm enjoying my time on vacation, which I wouldn't really consider this a vacation because I come to Orlando like religiously. But that's the whole point of things, is like to actually enjoy my time. But you know, I have to hop on phone calls and do some computer work. But I'm blessed to be only having to do these things for my business. But you know, I think me sitting here, it's time to ramp shit up. It's time to make more money, because what I really like, you guys might look at me like, oh, John's producing a lot of money, has multiple businesses or whatever he's doing, but I look at it as I need to do better. There's always room for improvement. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface doing the cookie cutter shit, because with my income, with the profit that I'm making, is it good? It's very good, and I could take care of a family, but I wouldn't be able to live abundantly with a family if I had a wife and like 3-4 kids. The income I'm making is good, but can we do whenever we want? Probably not. Like if I was to go on vacation all 55 weeks of the year, that wouldn't be possible. I need to be able to make enough money to where I have a wife and kids and 5 kids, 6, 7 kids, and have the ability to genuinely do anything I fucking want to. Because you having a wife and kids, that's automatically like at least 10 to 15K a month right there, just off of your profit margins, just having this family that you're constantly taking care of. And not only that, but the fact is, it's not only the money, it's the time. Like, how much time are you going to put into take care of people around you? How much time are you going to put into micromanaging the people around you? The one thing we can't get back is time. And that's the, you know, I always talk about that in my videos, which is very important, because it's very important, because whenever you're making decisions, especially business related decisions or financial related decisions, you know, you might be picking from 3 different employees, and one gets paid low, one's get paid medium, one's get paid high, but the one that gets paid highly does a lot of work and takes a lot off your plate and saves you a lot of time and buys back your time. You basically pay them to give you more time to work on what's important, which is very important in this line of business and very important in any type of business. You know, I'm not trying to turn this vlog into a talking head, but if you're thinking about starting some type of business, make sure you put the right people in place, because if you put the wrong people in place from the beginning, it's gonna fuck up your whole thing. It's not gonna work. So choose to invest more on the front end so you don't gotta deal with shit happening on the back end. Just a quick example, I'm revamping 2 different Airbnbs. I'm spending about like $2,000-$3,000 just revamping the Airbnbs, but this problem would not have occurred if I had the right cleaners in place, if I paid them a little bit more than what I pay them, and if I put reward-based incentives for doing good work inside of my business. And you know, these problems would not have occurred. I would not have to revamp the units, because they would already be up to par. But since people don't do their job correctly, since people, you know, want to half-ass work, that's why I'm in the position where I'm revamping these 2 units. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Everything is a learning experience, and this is just me learning from it, you know. That's why I say the younger you are, take more risk, because the more risk you take when you're young, you can recover from if you were to make a bad decision. But as you get older, as you have wives, as you have kids, as you have more responsibilities and home loans and car loans and all this stuff, you're gonna have less of an opportunity to actually do the things you want to do and take risks towards the direction that you want to take, because you have all these responsibilities you got to deal with now. So your time's taken up and your money's taken up as well, so it's easier to make and take risks when you're younger. But anyways, gonna enjoy the pool a little bit, because it's the UV is like 9 right now, so about to hop in the pool, get a little pool montage going or something like that, but also give you guys a talking head, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube, so stay tuned for that as well. Now, follow my Instagram already, make sure to follow my Instagram right now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that word of advice from me. Like, at a certain point, when you start doing shit all the time, you start taking trips, when you start making money, shit becomes kind of numb, and you start to take shit for granted, which is not good. So lately I've been working on actually not taking stuff for granted, focusing on dialing in everything that I need to dial in. And I want you guys to understand, everything God gives you can be taken away in just an instant. I don't even want to turn this video into a talking head video, but I just wanted to mention that. But let me enjoy the time in the motherfucking hot tub, man. Just be grateful for everything that you have. Just be absolutely grateful. That's the only thing I ask you guys to do.
Getting lower, money coming slower. A damn landlord keep bitching cause you owe her. I'm too afraid to grow up. I pray to God I blow up and roll up in something foreign where the front doors go up. I wonder if my peers can hear my prayers.
Back on the plane, man. About to head out of Orlando, go back to the city. Excited to get back to work. Gotta deal with a whole bunch of shit when I go back to Columbus.
every time I take a trip anywhere, whether it's Orlando, internationally, domestically. Every time I get home, I always gotta deal with a bunch of bullshit. I don't even know why it always ends up like that, but that's just part of everyday business. With all the success that comes, problems also come along right with it, and you gotta be able to adapt. You gotta be able to learn from these things and operate and not overthink things. Because when you're a business, when you're an entrepreneur, you gotta make decisions. You gotta make rather quick decisions, and you gotta make very decisive decisions to get to where you want to be. Flight's about to take off. See y'all when I touch down. It wasn't the most exciting trip, but it's a whole bunch of stuff I wish I had recorded if I had my camera, but more of an experience just to, get blow some steam and log back in a little bit, de-stress, and then gonna get back to Ohio and get to work. What we will be watching on the flight today is some Netflix. I normally have never been on Netflix literally in years, but this is Osama bin Laden documentary that came out, so gonna watch that, see what it's about. I like watching the war movies that come out on Netflix, not really much more than that, but yeah, bro, about to leave this amazing ass weather to go back to shitty Ohio, but not to sound ungrateful, but gotta get out of Ohio at some point. I think I got one more year in Columbus before we head out somewhere, whether it's gonna be somewhere warm with palm trees. I don't know if it's gonna be Cali. I don't know if it's gonna be Florida. I don't know if it's gonna be Arizona, but we will be going somewhere for sure warm out of Ohio real soon.
Made it back from Florida, man. It is officially Labor Day, and the pool and the hot tub and shit's opening for my crib. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my little trip that I went to Orlando with. Right now, about to get the day started. I slumped yesterday and I didn't record me coming back, but I recorded everything other than that. But about to enjoy this absolutely beautiful day. Gonna go to the gym, get a quick lift. I'm getting too small, bro. I've been slacking in the gym, so I need to make sure that I get my bitch ass back in the gym, get swole again like I used to be, start taking my creatine. The lock in for you guys. Everything I do and all the accountability I have from you guys. So I'm gonna keep that accountability going. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to follow my Instagram. Make sure you pray to God. I'm out.